In Cameroon, prisons aren't just correctional facilities. They are institutions where survival is a daily exam, and most fail miserably. Overcrowded cells? Check. A hygiene situation that even cockroaches turn their noses at? Double check. And the food? Well, let's just say if despair had a flavor, it would taste like a meal from these places. Cameroonian prisons are the ultimate cautionary tale. Buckle up, because you're about to get an insider's look at the most infamous penitentiaries you'll never want to visit. Where Centrale Prison. Also known as Kosovo, these images were recorded by a prisoner at the main jail at the capital of Cameroon, showing how bad living conditions are. The prison never allows journalists or charity inside to film. Life is unbearable in this prison, such that even the prisoners have nicknamed it a concentration camp. There are 1,500 prisoners, but only 3 toilets and 1 shower. Hygiene here is non-existent. A cell meant for 20 people houses 60 to 70 prisoners. Many smoke cigarettes or burn wood to keep warm.
Yes. Prison.
The air is not fit to breathe due to poor ventilation, and to get out of the courtyard for fresh air, you have to pay. So basically, you have to pay to breathe.
Prisoners are out because they already have 4 casualties here in the Centrale Prison. In the Centrale Prison, Konangi, we already have 4 casualties. So all the prisoners are already out there asking whether they don't also have right to be as free citizens in the world, because they have blocked them. 4 have already suddenly dead, so we don't know what to do next. We are calling on the UN.
The conditions here are atrocious, and human rights basically don't exist. In the morning, a 10-liter bucket of food is delivered to each cell. Each prisoner gets less than half a bowl of food. And when you're still in this prison, your feet are shackled for 2 weeks. Newel Prison, Douala. Douala's Newel Prison is a relic of colonial cruelty that's aged about as well as unrefrigerated milk in the desert. Designed for just 800 inmates, it now houses over 4,500. creating a claustrophobic pressure cooker where personal space is a laughable fantasy.
On n'a pas le choix, on est obligé de veiller. On fait le service des camps. Quand on reconnaît un pays, il faut pas sa prison.
Violence isn't just common, it's practically a recreational activity, with gunfights erupting over anything, from scraps of food to a prized stolen flip-flop. The hygiene situation? Imagine the Sahara, but wetter with sweat, not water. Showers here see less action than a broken umbrella in a drought. But Newel's horrors don't just stop there. A few years ago, the prison was engulfed in a devastating fire. And if you're wondering how an overcrowded, underfunded, and chaos-driven institution handled it, well, let's just say it was exactly as bad as you'd think. With cells packed tighter than rush hour minibus, and guards who likely read fire safety as optional, the place turned into a disaster movie, but without the Hollywood ending. Screams echoed through the crumbling corridors as inmates scrambled for safety, while the guards reportedly struggled to unlock the doors fast enough. The outcomes of such a fire in a place like Newel are as grim as you'd expect. Overcrowding means that there is nowhere to run, and poor infrastructure ensures that escape routes are just a fantasy. Smoke inhalation and chaos claimed many lives, and the lack of medical facilities meant that even survivors were left coughing in despair. In a place already simmering with tension, the fire ignited a fresh wave of horror, leaving the prison's crumbling reputation even more charred. In a place like this, even survival feels like a miracle wrapped in misery. Newel isn't just a prison, it's a ticking time bomb. Whether it's riots, fires, or diseases running rampant, it's a grim reminder of what happens when human rights get filed under miscellaneous. Kondegui Central Prison, Yaoundé. Kondegui, where bad decisions meet even worse living conditions. Originally built for 1,500 inmates, this prison now houses over 5,000 human sardines, packed tighter than rush hour traffic. The cells are so cramped, even rats file for eviction notices. Diseases spreads like gossip at a family reunion, and if you're lucky enough to get food, you might as well wish you hadn't. But Kondegui isn't just about overcrowding. In 2019, the prison made headlines when inmates, fed up with the inhumane conditions, staged a protest that spiraled into a full-blown riot. Imagine prisoners smashing windows and burning mattresses, while guards scrambled to maintain control. It was like a live-action apocalypse. This place doesn't just break you, it redefines what rock bottom really means. Banda Central Prison, Northwest Region. Banda Central Prison is less of a correctional facility and more of a carnival of chaos, where the main attraction are a steady stream of jaw-dropping incidents. Known for hosting both political prisoners and petty criminals, this place is a melting pot of tension, so thick you could cut it with a spoon. Overcrowding is a given. Food is a cruel joke. And the guards? Let's just say their job description might as well read, observe and don't intervene.
Peut-être eux ils pensent que les gens ici ils dorment à l'envers. Ton grand frère a parlé, a vu ton voice. Pour le faire comprendre qu'on ne dort pas n'importe comment ici. Tu vois un peu que les gens.
As if that wasn't bad enough, Bamenda is home to some of the most sinister happenings you'll ever hear about. The prison was also preparing to welcome a new resident, a man infamous for digging up graves and cutting off human remains.
This is the graveyard in Baele Bamenda. This man came here and exhumed a corpse, making away with some body parts.
Why did he do it? No one knows. And honestly, no one wants to know.
The suspected, Tor Peter, 35 years of age, is said to have had a negotiation with a potential buyer of the body parts.
Whatever his motives, the mere thought of sharing a cell block with someone like him was enough to send shivers down the spines of even the hardest criminals.
Il n'y a même pas un endroit où respirer. Regardez où je vis, ça c'est où je dors. Où je fais le sel, je fais les urines là. Voilà la poubelle là.
With Bamenda Central Prison, every day is an episode of What Fresh Hell Is This? The food is inedible, the air is heavy with tension, and the residents? Well, they are a mixed bag of nightmare fuel.
Good morning, Steward Republic. Good morning. Let us pray. Our most merciful and
This
loving
isn't
Father
just a
in heaven,
prison. Prisoners describe it as the final boss of Cameroon's penal system.
Thanking you, Father, for the sound sleep, for the guidance and protection you have taken over us throughout this night.
This isn't just a prison. It's a grim anthology of humanity's darkest corners, where the line between fact and horror story blurs with every passing day. So the next time you're tempted to take shortcuts or the easy way out, just remember that somewhere in Cameroon, an inmate is battling for a piece of floor to sleep on, while dreaming of a meal that doesn't come with a side of regret. Stay out of trouble, my friends, because trust me, these are destinations you don't want stamped on your life's passport.